What would have made you the most money if you had purchased it in 2010? ARCC, Tesla, SPY, ticker MO. That's what we're going to be looking at today, guys. Welcome to a new series I'm calling Calculate the Drip, where we are calculating the amount of money you would make for holding a certain stock over a certain period of time with dividends reinvested and not reinvested. We are on dividendchannel.com using their dividend calculator. Phenomenal tool here. What it does is it's going to autofill in all the data for us and let us know how much money we would have made by our starting 10K over a certain time span. I'm starting in, we'll do January 1, 2010. So we'll say over the last 13 years, what would have made more money? We're going to start out with SPY, comparing ARCC to SPY. So this is super cool. We immediately start off, we can see ARCC versus SPY. So both were funds in 2010 trading publicly. Now these ones are actually extremely close, but there's a key factor here. So ARCC and SPY. So SPY ends up at $49,800, almost $50,000, which is just $2,000 under the $51,000 that ARCC ends with. This is actually pretty insane. So ARCC since 2010 to current has outperformed SPY. Now this is with dividends being reinvested. If we go down and see that the dividends are not reinvested, you end with SPY making $44,000 and ARCC having $30,600. So it's really, really interesting. Now, there is a little bit of a difference because I was trying to figure out why they're different for SPY. SPY does pay a very small dividend. I think it's like around 1%, maybe even less. But this is super cool and a super valuable tool for you guys to see what dividend investing can do for you and compare it to some other companies. Now, what we're going to compare it to next is the one I'm most afraid of, Tesla, ticker TSLA. So we'll put this in. Ouch. So Tesla is a bad one to compare it to. Maybe I should have chosen a separate stock because Tesla has performed so phenomenally and blown up since 2010. Now we can see that ARCC is the same, making about $50,800. It actually did change it a little bit. So Tesla, they didn't have data before June. So Tesla ends up being, oh my gosh, this hurts my soul to look at this. $1.6 million from a $10,000 investment. Now it's the same on both because Tesla has never paid a dividend. I don't know if they ever will. Really a painful one to look at here, but you can see that Tesla wasn't doing too hot until the more recent years when it took off. Now, this is still valuable to show how it can be hit or miss with certain stocks. You know, Tesla could have very easily gone bankrupt. There was a lot of times people thought that they were going to go under, it was going to be dissolved, EVs would never work. So you're taking a risk with Tesla, and ARCC is definitely the safer play. We can see that this is only over a 13-year period. So over 13 years with ARCC, you're turning 10,000 into 50,000, and with Tesla, you turn 10,000 into 1.6 million. Now, Tesla, will it continue to do this? I'm not so sure. I don't think it will do another run where it goes up 16,000%. I think Tesla's main run is done and it will continue to trail up. That's just my opinion. I do love Tesla. I own a good amount of it. Still kind of heartbreaking to see, but it's nice to compare what dividend investing does compared to just normal investing when you hit it big. Now let's do the last one. Let's talk about ticker MO. This one is going to be, I think, the most interesting because MO is a dividend aristocrat. We have full videos on them if you guys are interested in checking those out. They pay, right now they're paying about an 8.5% dividend yield, and they've paid a really high yield for an extremely long time. So, wow. Okay, so ARCC over the past 13 years actually does beat out ticker MO. That is pretty phenomenal. At one point, MO was doing much better. This was around, let's see, 2017, 2018. So MO was doing much better, but this is where the price appreciation takes a big effect on this. Starting investment still $10,000 for each. Ending investment for ARCC is that $51,200 like we've seen, and MO $48,900. Two very, very good dividend stocks in my opinion. Two of my absolute favorites, probably my top three. These are two of my top three. So I do love both of these. Now the kicker, if we go down to not in reinvesting dividends, ARCC loses by almost 10,000, almost 9,000 exactly. So MO, what that means is MO has done really well price appreciation wise, just because their dividends are not being reinvested. They're still paying out a high dividend, and ARCC potentially have been growing their dividend a little bit better than ticker MO because this less without the dividends being reinvested. Now, I'm a big fan of reinvesting dividends. I do it with almost all of my funds. But one really interesting thing about this dividend calculator, it shows what funds you should and shouldn't reinvest dividends in. When you're looking at a fund like Zim performed extremely well with their dividend payout, but they actually, when you throw them into this calculator over the last, year or two that they've been paying these higher dividends, they do much worse with reinvesting the dividends because they are inconsistent with their share price. So you want to reinvest the dividends when it's a safe company that you really like. And let me explain that a little bit better. It's hard to understand it, and I'm not the best at explaining this stuff, but with Zim, so say you have a company where the price appreciation is changing like crazy. So the price shoots way up and you buy a bunch of shares at that point and then the price falls. So dividend reinvesting is better when you have a more consistent growth stock or a consistent trading sideways stock versus one that's super volatile all the time. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up reinvesting those dividends when the share price is 3x what it used to be, and then it goes back down to that main point and you've lost out on that income that you would normally have gotten if it was just a more trading sideways kind of stock. Now, that's not the best way to describe it, but I'm going to be doing more videos with the Calculate the Drip. I think this is a really cool idea, and it shows exactly what companies are doing, how you can track your own dividend stocks and put in any stock that you like in here to see how it would have performed against SPY, against Tesla, all of those things. I don't know if it does penny stocks. I'm going to explore it a little bit more, but I wanted to jump in here and do this video quick because I'm captivated by it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this series. If you want to see more Calculate the Drips, drop the tickers down below that you want me to look into. What else I should compare them to? Should I compare them to other more that are in the same business? Like with ARCC, I can do different BDCs. Maybe I'll do another video about that. All the world, the sky is the limit. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch, and I appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.